man, it's your boy Big Cell, FHOHNIC, man. Oh yeah, I'm fly today. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, real quick. Hey man, but today we here, man. I done found him, he in town. And really, he didn't have to come here for me to get him. I'd have came there, you know what I'm talking about? That's how I get down. But he here, so while he here, man, I got him. We're gonna enjoy him, man, ask him a few questions and kind of get in depth on this interview, man. I'm trying to bring some of this stuff to you guys, some of the meat of what this shit is all about, what the motorcycle club is all about, what riding is all about. You know, why do the people like me and other people always stress, are you riding your motorcycle, are you riding your motorcycle? So let's just see if we can get into some of that. I hope you guys learned something from this. And we're going to get it in. What's going on, Chief?
What's up, Big Cell?
Introduce yourself.
I'm Flako, 4 in Indiana chapter, RAREBREED. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm fine. I'm fine. First off, I'm glad you take this time to spend with me. I appreciate you, man. I love you. I love your support. And I love everything you've been doing, man. You always keep a positive attitude, positive energy. And that makes it just a lot easier to be around you and to be a friend. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate all the love, and from you too as well, man.
Yeah.
I love this life. I couldn't be happier. So, I definitely try to stay positive and try to keep moving and keep pounding. So, I look up to you, Smiley, Snowman, a lot of these ground pounders out here. That, I'm just trying to catch up, I guess, so to speak. But I'm loving every minute of it.
Okay, we can start there. Since you spoke on ground pounding and trying to catch up, why is that important? Why is being a ground pounder? First off, what's the definition of ground pounder in your eyes, and why is that important?
Ground pounding to me is someone that rides their bike, and has to be out there and has to be involved in riding daily. I mean, it's kind of weird because before I joined RAREBREED, to me, I believed I was one of those guys that always rode my bike. I was a biker. I consider myself a guy that really rode his bike. After joining the club, man, wow, meeting a lot of the ground pounders and stuff like that, it helped me push myself to the limits of really getting out there and taking big trips. Not just riding my bike around every day and locally, or a couple hundred miles here and there. I've met some people along the way in the set, and now I'm just, just happy, man, getting on these long trips and taking these big journeys with brothers and good people and many people along the way, like yourself, like Kings of Cali Smiley, like Snowman, Captain Sinbad, Ballhead. I mean,
he name dropping now. He dropping some names. These niggas done been everywhere. You know what I'm talking about? They done been a little bit of everywhere.
But to me, ground pounding is just one of them things. Ride your bike, man. Don't look for an excuse not to ride. Look for an excuse to ride.
Okay. So it's not just the daily commute, but it's the long hauls, or is it the, okay. First off, we're saying it's not just the daily commute if you ride your bike to and from work. It's not that.
Yes.
Is it that, or is it not that?
It's not that. To me, it's not that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, before, I used to think if you rode your bike every day to work and back, I mean, you was doing your thing, and that's good. But at the same time, too, if you're not getting out there and networking with people and politicking and taking them long hauls, I mean, if you've never taken one, man, I'm telling you, man, that's the best advice I can give you. Get out there, take a road trip with some good brothers, man, and see how good it feels. There's nothing better.
Would you agree, too, that this is that you could, I say this, just take a road trip, pick two, if you got somebody, because I promise you this, after that road trip, you guys will become good brothers. If you don't know a person, you will get to know them on that road. That road has a different kind of bonding, like it's a different kind of glue on the road. Yeah. Would you agree?
I agree totally. You're gonna find out real quick.
Yeah.
The road will make or break you, or you get to know people, man, on a whole different level. I developed a bond with certain brothers on the road, and it just became, something I never thought it would be. And that's the thing, the brotherhood, the bond when you take road trips too. Just like yesterday, I broke down in Kentucky.
Okay.
I had guys calling me, texting me, willing to give up new parts. One guy's building a bike. He said, "You can have my clutches." Guys are willing to overnight parts from LA. Dealerships calling me, and guys from dealerships calling me. If there's anything I can do, if you need anything, let us know. I mean, next to guys want to come pick me up.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't put money on that. I mean, it's a beautiful thing.
So, a lot of people I get a lot of times will say, I ain't built like that, or you know, I didn't buy my motorcycle for that. I bought I could ride my motorcycle however you want to ride, and that's true. And that's true. That's really true. But can you really say you buy a motorcycle to go to long haul, or can you say I buy a motorcycle just to have a motorcycle? I mean, and again, this is I guess to each his own choice. But when, like you said, after you take a trip like that, it's almost, you become almost like a prejudiced person. Like, if you ain't riding it, sell it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I tell people, man, if you ain't riding your bike, man, you need to go over there and to that side of the fence, because I enjoy it so much that, and I try to get. I invite people, man, take this trip with me. I'll take a short trip, and that's the thing too. I know everybody can't jump out there and do a 5,000-mile round trip.
Yeah,
I get that, but you can do 200-300 miles. 600-mile round trip. I mean, things like that, and that's what it's all about to me is riding your bike. And if you bought a bike to sit there and say I own a Harley, I guess good for you, but that's not why I bought mine. I bought a dresser for a reason. I had a Dyna. I bought a dresser for a reason, so I could get out there and take them long hauls, to get that Yonda.
So earlier you spoke on, before you became a breed, you thought that you were a ground pounder. Now that you become a breed, now you understand the definition of ground pounder. What has Rare Breed, the MC, taught you about ground pounding, long hauling, and all of that?
Oh, I've learned so much, man. Having the right stuff on my bike, the equipment packing, way to pack your bike, having the necessities, your extra boots, the gloves, the rain gear. Man, I never even owned a rain suit before. Never owned a helmet. The helmet I did own was a peanut.
Yeah.
It wasn't even DOT certified. I mean, the MC, Rare Breed has taught me so much, safety and having everything you need. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. That's what I learned, and it's doing me so much justice that, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that.
Okay. When you first started riding, did you ever envision being an MC, or were you one of the people that I run into, like, man, I don't need no MC club, I can do this shit by myself type of thing?
That's exactly who I was. I used to always say I will never join a club because I don't need a club for protection. I don't need a club for identity. I don't need a club to so people will know me.
Yeah.
And then once I got around Rare Breed and I saw the set for the first time 3 years ago in LA and then in Atlanta, and started meeting other people, man, and just hanging around, I saw what it was. It wasn't it was not a motorcycle club. This club ain't, for identity or for things like it's a brotherhood, and that was something that, I've always been accustomed to my whole life. I'm Mexican American, so our family's real tight. We're real close. We look out for each other, and that's what this club's all about, man. We look out for each other day in and day out.
Was that ever an issue? You being a Mexican American joining predominantly an all-black motorcycle club?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, I've had a few people actually have the, I don't want to say nerve, because just if you got a question, ask me.
Yeah.
But I've been inboxed, multiple times. Why did you join a black motorcycle club? Why are you not with the Mexicans or with the white boys and things like that? The thing to me is a brotherhood, a real brotherhood. They just see no color.
Yeah.
And this is where I fit in. This is my family, and I wouldn't change clubs for nothing.
Yeah.
It's Rare Breed or nothing. And if this didn't work out, then that'd be the end of it. But like I said, I was one of them guys, and I tell you what, man, I love my club. I love my brothers. I love the MC set. Everybody I meet along the way, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. And I just can't preach the brotherhood enough.
Does it take a family to be in a motorcycle club? Does it take a whole family? Is your whole family in Rare Breed, or is it just Flako?
No, my whole family's involved in it. They support me. My beautiful wife.
Yeah.
I love you, baby. My kids, even my family, my mom and dad and my sisters, they all support me. They know sometimes, it gets a little time consuming. It consumes your life sometimes, and but if you learn to balance everything, your family, your brothers, your life, your MC life, the ground pound and all that stuff, and it works out good. But you got to have a supportive family back home, or it's not going to work.
I tell people all the time, that's one of the things that make our ultimate ground pounder, Highway Smiley, so great, because he has one of the most supportive family structures, as far as riding his motorcycle. His wife, Dimples, I call him sis. But you can't. You got to have that, man. If a person is watching this, you really need to understand how important your family is. Even with just joining a motorcycle club, it should be a family decision, because I'm telling you, a lot of people say the motorcycle club break up homes, and I disagree. I think if the lack of knowledge and the sharing of the motorcycle club, yeah, for sure you can break up a home.
I definitely agree. And the one thing I know for sure is that me being in this club and me being a part of Rare Breed and all the brothers I met along the way, my wife worries a lot less when I'm on the road, because just like yesterday, if something happens, people are gonna, call, text, come get me, do whatever they got to do to help a brother out, and she feels good about it. She doesn't have to worry about me. She don't got to worry about coming and getting me, or going and grabbing my truck, going and grabbing the trailer. I got brothers that will do that for me, so I know it makes her feel a lot better. And she made the video the day with me, and it's been tough, from the beginning, and we just become stronger with it. We learn from other folks like Smiley and Dimples and Sale and his wife, and just other people that if you got a strong home front, there's nothing you can't do.
Would you ever consider your wife riding, or is it just kind of cool the way it is? You riding is enough for the whole family?
Nah. Would I love my wife on the back? Like a lot of brothers have. Yeah, I would. But she enjoys riding, but not pounding. She's not. If I can get her to do the Atlanta run, I'll be happy. She's taking a trip to me with Milwaukee, and that was about a 400-mile trip one way. So that's about as far as she's gonna go. But I have no problem her flying into Atlanta. Yeah. She's gonna fly down to the Keys, and I'm gonna meet her down there. And so it's a happy medium. She flies down there, I ride down there, and then
as long as we get together, is all that matters.
Then we get to ride around the Keys on the bike, and that's what she wants anyway. So but my wife, she's just not one of the people that's that loves to ride and be on the bike all the time like that, which I understand. Yeah.
The transition from independent to MC. Speak on that.
The transition was it wasn't hard, but it was different. It was different for me because, again, joining a predominantly black club, joining Rare Breed, joining a club that that everything about Rare Breed I loved. The music, doing all the stuff to your bike, keeping them clean, riding. That's one thing that we pride ourselves on is pounding, and I don't think anybody does it better than Rare Breed. So it wasn't that hard of a transition. Besides all the funny looks and people now that I have this cut on, I get those weird looks, or people walk away, or want to sit in a different area and stuff like that. But it comes with the territory, I guess. So I'm used to it, and I'm okay with it.
The most important thing that Flako would say about a motorcycle club is what? To you, what is the most important thing?
Brotherhood. Strong brotherhood.
How do you get that? We throw the word brotherhood around a lot. People throw it around, brotherhood. How do you get, well, first off, just define your definition of brotherhood, and how do you get to become a brotherhood?
To me, it all starts with being a good brother.
Okay.
You got to be a good brother, and sometimes it's whether it's listening or helping a brother out, or going on a ride, or whatever the case may be. You get, taking him, he needs his bike picked up or dropped off, or he needs whatever. It could be a family problem, whatever, but it all starts with me. As long as I'm a good, solid brother, when things happen, I feel like it's going to come back around to me, and that's one thing. Respect your brothers, respect the families, respect what they're doing, and to me, encourage your brothers to ride. Don't put them down. The talking and having fun, that's all fun and games, but some guys, they don't do well with that. So whatever it takes to motivate your brother, motivate them, get them out there on that bike and build that bond, build that relationship with them. So
let's talk about the patches you got. Your yellow one right here. What is that? Explain that to the people.
That's the Coast to Coast patch.
Okay. And what did it take to get that?
Going coast to coast. Rode all the way to LA and started on the 10, and then rode it all the way to the end in Jacksonville, Florida. So you got to go coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
Coast to coast.
Okay, the top one.
The top one, that's the Ground Pounder for Life. That was presented to me by Mr. Nate. And to get that, now you have to go to California twice. So you have to visit the mother chapter on the ground twice. So to get that patch, and just recognition for you ground pounding.
Okay.
So those two patches, man, they mean a lot. And I'm going for the third one, which is the black patch, the ultimate ground pounder. So
what's the qualifications for that?
All chapters run. You have to hit every chapter, and that pertains Fayetteville, North Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia, Seattle, Washington, Inland Empire, and Los Angeles.
You got a shirt on. Let's see the map. Where the yellow is, that's all of the chapters, correct?
Yes, sir. And we got one up here as well, now in Fayetteville.
Okay.
So we got to come around. I'm coming down, starting Atlanta, then I'm going to come up to Fayetteville. And then I'm actually doing a Four Corners Runners Run, so I got to hit Florida and come up all the way to Maine and then back down, hit Detroit, Fort Wayne, and then shoot on over to Seattle, and then down to LA.
And then back to...
Then all the way back
to... Because you're going to start in Florida.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Well, I think, Smiley, one of the biggest things, man, and to me one of the most important things is this, man, is that what I learned last year when we were on the world tour per se. I think I met you when you wasn't even officially all the way there.
Yes. No, sir, I wasn't. I was without my eagle then.
Hey, what was that? Colorado we were in?
Denver. Yes.
Denver, Colorado.
Outside of Denver, somewhere in Colorado. The first time I met you. Yes.
What I would tell everybody is this, man. And I had a conversation with a cat, man. Is going to be joining your organization, or at least coming into it. And he called me and he said, "Sale, man." When we talked, he said, I love you enough to share this with you. I'm gonna be joining RAREBREED because of you. And it kind of sounded kind of crazy at first, like, okay. And he said, well, let me explain. He said, I watch your videos and I watch the brotherhood that you share with a club that's not even yours,
right,
and the love that they give to you. He said that has to be a great organization. You know what I'm saying? For another organization to allow a non-member on the journey of a lifetime, and the jokes, the laughs, and everything. And that really sat well with me last night, man. I mean, it sat well with me, and I told him, man, of course, like I tell everybody, colors don't make... You might well call me RAREBREED, Kings of Cali, Hog. Kings of the South is who I rock with, but everybody know I'm with wherever they at, man, wherever we at, that's where I'm gonna be at. So it don't even matter to me. But that was a monument. That was something, man, that I was gonna relay to you guys, and that shit made me. It was just some powerful shit.
Yeah, that's awesome, and you know, that's something that, like, when I met you last year in Colorado, man, you were with the ground pounding all-star team, and just to take a picture with you guys that day, I'll never forget that day.
Yeah, I still got that picture. Yeah.
I feel like I was in the presence of greatness, and it's pushed me. You know, that's the thing. You guys motivate me, man. It pushed me to do something big, something bigger with myself. So that's why I'm doing the Four Corners. And I'm trying to touch all 48 states and things like that. So, you know, with one bike, I'm almost halfway to 100,000. You know, but these are things that I picked up from you guys, and you know, like I said, it's a beautiful thing. So I understand what that guy was telling you last night.
Yeah, that was cool. That was real cool.
Yeah.
If you had to leave the people with one thing, man, what would it be?
Enjoy life. Laugh a lot more than you cry. And ride your bike, man.
Yeah,
ride your bike and enjoy every bit of it.
Okay. It's your boy Big Sale, man. We done spent time with my man Flako. We done got it in, man, and hope you learned something from the interview. I really appreciate him, his time, and everything, and it just is what it is, man. It's your boy Big Sale, FHOHNIC. We love you, appreciate you. Flako, we going, baby.
Peace.